All right, guys, we are back. And we got the Datamines here for Jormungandr. So we got her stats and boons and banes and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and open that up. Anything else in here? All right, doesn't really look like it. Yeah, typically these mythic hero datamines and legendary datamines and stuff, it's not really much in here because it's only just one unit. But let's go ahead and take a look at Jormungandr here. Just give her fair justice. So stat-wise, let's take a look. We got here 50 HP, actually quite a bit. We got 47 attack with a Bane, 18 speed, 49 defense with a boon, and then 48 res. Total BST is 212, which is pretty solid. So yeah, pretty good defense and res there. Pretty good HP, pretty good attack. I mean, not counting the Bane, obviously. And then 18 speed, which is a dump stat. So, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, you could give her Rise Above and then give her Patience. But her unique is in her A skill, so you probably don't want to give this unit Rise Above in particular. Now, speaking of Patience, this unit actually comes with a brand new B skill, which has been the talk of the town lately. It seems like a lot of people are under the impression that this is a really good B skill, and I am of the impression that this is not really going to change much. So why is that? Okay, so first of all, we do attack, defense, and res -4 on the foe. We get 25% bonus damage based on defense and 25% DR based on defense. Is that any good? Well, it's slightly better than what we usually see, which is 20%. Now this is 25. I mean, it changes the status quo a little bit. Maybe we'll start seeing 25% more often in the future. But is that extra 5% something to write home about? Probably not. Now, what else is going on here is this. So if she wins a defense check, 5 more than, well, yeah, actually 5 more than the opponents, because they're getting the +5 help there on their defense for the check. Not that that matters too much. I mean, a unit like Jormungandr should have no trouble winning defense checks anyway. But yeah, it does give a little bit more favor to the opponent on the defense check, but regardless of which, you can reduce damage from their follow-up attack to a max of 1, which we've seen on a couple of units before. We saw it on the Baby Claude and the Baby Edelgard. Now, the main difference here, and the reason why I'm not very impressed by this B skill, is because if you look at Baby Claude and you look at Baby Edelgard, they're both offensive units, right? So having an offensive unit reduce enemy damage to 1 is kind of cheap, because that means the offensive unit is basically able to just deal a flurry of damage to the opponent, and the opponent is not able to get rid of the opponent, or not able to get rid of the offensive unit. So you're turning a glass cannon into an invincible cannon for a brief moment in time, which obviously that's very broken. Now, for a tank to be able to reduce enemy damage to 1, is that actually broken? I don't really think so. I think all it does is just make the tank do what they're supposed to do, which is tank in the first place. So, yeah, we have a skill here that's able to allow your tanks to possibly tank, and not really, because foe's follow-up attack doesn't include the extra attack from Potent. So maybe you reduce their follow-up attack to 1, but then their Potent attack is still going to do potent damage. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not particularly sold on this B skill. I don't think you should summon Jormungandr specifically for the B skill for fodder. That's just my personal opinion. Take that however you want. I wanted to also pull up Joel. I'm not trying to pick on Joel or anything like that, but we're just using Joel as an example here because his thumbnails kind of go in line with what most of the community thinks on certain things. So what we have here, this is his thumbnail for Jormungandr, Save Savior. Your Savior is broken again. I like how he brings up again there, meaning that currently save skills are not broken. Okay, another tank unit. We had the Emblem Roy there. He's a little different. He gives the ring, which has Miracle. So he allows tanks or even offensive units a better chance at survival. And his thumbnail here says, Immortal, did Emblem Roy just revive tanking? I love how that's always the agenda that we're pushing, is that tanking is dead, and the next big thing that comes out is saving tanking from being dead. Like, would we be pushing that as the agenda, or would we just be saying, oh my god, they're going even further in with the tank meta? Like, this new unit came out, and the tank meta, which is right now unholy, and we can't do anything about it, is just getting even better. That was the case with a unit like Emblem Ike, right? Like, every future release, it felt like just kept making Emblem Ike better and better. So that was an example of really annoying defensive unit where, like, he came out and it was already, like, damn near impossible to beat him. And then he just kept getting buffed banner after banner for no reason at all. So a unit like that is really gross and really unhealthy. But where we are right now, I do not feel like tanks are in an unhealthy or even a crazy spot. Then we have Sombron here. The thumbnail says immortal. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I've fought this guy a couple of times. He is not immortal at all. He is mortal, if anything. All right, then we had Emblem Lucina, of course, support queen, tanking revived. Again, tanking as if tanking is dead. Now we're reviving tanking with Emblem Lucina, but how can that be if all of a sudden Roy revived tanking and now Jormungandr revived tanking? Is tanking actually revived? Or has it just been dead forever and we're just clinging to cope that the next big tank, quote-unquote tank unit is going to save tanking? I don't know, but the thing about Emblem Lucina that really surprised me, though, is you guys already know this. I was downplaying the hell out of her damage reduction support. And I actually ended up summoning for her after the fact because people were saying, oh, the damage reduction is real. It's like actually good. And it turns out that, yeah, the damage reduction support from Lucina is actually good. But the reason I summoned for her had nothing to do with the damage reduction support. It was just the fact that, okay, she's a great unit to give Firm Canto Curb to. She has the damage reduction support as a throw-in. And then she's a really good offensive unit with the action economy assist. She gives a lot of support to allies after popping the assist. And then she's a great user of the Lin Ring. And if you give her Hardy Bearing, she just chops through all of those patience tanks that are really reliant on patience. So, yeah, it was a lot more than just the damage reduction with Lucina. But at the end of the day, I would actually consider her more of a support offensive unit as opposed to like a support for tanks, which is kind of funny. This was the craziest one to me, though. Hold on. Where is Joel's take on Legendary Diamant? Yeah, unkillable. 75 flat DR, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark. What a title there. Yeah, I mean, we all know what happened to Legendary Diamant. He did absolutely nothing. So why did we go about this? Why did we look at all these thumbnails and all these titles? Well, long story short, tanking is revived, guys. Tanking is saved from this new B skill. But is it really? I don't know. Personally, I don't think so. All right, before we get out of here, let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork for Jormungandr yet again, because we've already seen it before. We saw it on the Datamine where she first got introduced, but we'll look at it again because it's in a little higher quality now. So yeah, Jormungandr, Snake Agenda, Snake Waifu Agenda. Not really sure. Someone at Insys must really like Snake Waifus. He must have been a fan of that anime Monster Musume. I've heard the character Lamia, who is basically a snake waifu just like Jormungandr, where she's half snake on the bottom and then half woman on the top. So yeah, whoever at Insys HQ has watched that anime has let his taste in waifus bleed over into the actual game. All right, there we go for the injured artwork. A very cute pose, actually. Yeah, I don't like that she like, you can see her thong, though. That's, like, really weird. So, yeah, there we go for Jormungandr's artwork and pretty much everything in the Datamine, unless we missed something. Let's just refresh here, see if there's anything else. Yeah, nah, that's basically it. And it's been about 50 minutes already. So, yeah, this is your boy Tacho signing out. Let me know what you guys think about Jormungandr in the comment section down below, as well as her new B-skill, Iron Fighter. I'm not sold, but a lot of people are sold, and I mean, we'll see. Only time can tell, right? Let's see how good this actually is in practice, but I don't know. I'm tanking. It seems like every next thing that comes back that revives quote-unquote tanking, we still need more revival of tanking on the very next banner. So, yeah. This is your boy Tacho signing out. Once again, I would say the banner is a skip. You don't have to summon. Jormungandr herself seems very unimpressive to me, especially as an offensive mythic hero. Having an armor support, like, we already had legendary or mythic Tiki, and even she doesn't really do much outside of counterpick Loki, who you didn't even need to counterpick in the first place. She's just like a minor inconvenience. So, yeah, this is your boy Tacho signing out for the third and final time this time. So, take care, guys, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.